Hi, thank you guys. My name is Mia. I currently started a project that's called Project ETU. We're in the process of applying to be a nonprofit, but right now we have a few like different chapters in different schools. But I want to ask you guys, like any student representatives, if you guys wanted to start a school supply drive at your school, you'd be able to put it on your college apps. It'd be under your school's like Requiem. There's like a lot of different opportunities for that. I already donated over 3,000 supplies to kids in Cuba right now. But we're working on making it like more local, so towards like Hialeah Gardens, like Miami Gardens. So if any of you just like would like to try and start that at your school, just email me and let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, Mia, and we'll talk more after the meeting. So next, well, we kind of did the introductions. I'm not gonna have each of you guys introduce yourselves until we do the reports, and that way we don't have to do that twice. So I guess we'll go right into the reports, and we're gonna pass. You guys have mics on the tables as well that you could use. Some of you, if you don't, we'll pass it around. But basically, talk for a few minutes. Tell us what's going on at your school. What programs do you guys have? Well, is there anything cool going on at your school? Is there anything that you think the town should know of? Any new programs? Anything that we can help you guys with? That's kind of what you'll say in your report. Any special events that you guys are having, things like that. Anything that from the student perspective you guys want us to know. So I'll start. I'll pass it down to my right, so that way we get Miami Lakes K8, we get the Bob Graham, and we get Miami Lakes Middle School, and then we'll go through the high schools this way.
Okay, so basically we have our chess club and it does a lot of competitions. It had a meeting today. And we have a competition at Divine Savior Academy. And yeah.
We have a lot of other clubs like we have Salsa Squad, we have a STEAM club, we have Student Council, National Honor Society. We do a lot of stuff there to help the school and the city.
We have a lot of electives at our school. Mainly, they're mostly music based. We have law studies, Zumba, art. We got a new art teacher this year, and we have personal development, which teaches us about health and wellness. We have speech and debate, where we do the morning announcements of our school, which talks about the news that's going to go on. And I was on the morning announcements today, and Grace, she's going to be on the morning announcements on Thursday.
So at hold up. All right. So at our school, which is Bob Graham, we have like many electives like CEA, like the main ones like CEA, which is law studies. There's also a STEM program. They go to competitions like, with the robotic stuff. And there's also like some clubs that like aren't electives, like the Honor Society and the Student Council, so stuff like that.
The biggest one, it was probably the girls soccer, which was usually on the morning announcements, usually looking for more girls to play soccer. They usually go on the morning announcements like every day just to inform us on what's going on.
Every day they have morning announcements, and like a fun thing that they do is that they do like a little raffle, and they pick someone, and if they're in school, they go to the office and they get something. I won last year.
We at Miami Lakes Middle have started implementing new science and math programs to cater to children who are more advanced in those subjects. We at Miami Lakes already offer high school courses like physical science, algebra, geometry, but we're also working over the summer and hoping to implement next year a new geometry and biology club, meaning Miami Lakes Middle School will be the only school who will have not a club, a class, meaning Miami Lakes Middle School will be the only middle school to have a new algebra 2 and chemistry program. I will now pass the mic to our extracurriculars.
We have many clubs such as student government that is starting up again this year. We also have NJHS, National Junior Honor Society, as well as SWAT, which we had a meeting today. Other clubs include, we also started up a new volleyball team. We also have softball, baseball, basketball, and I think we also have a football team. There's also other sports such as cheerleading, and we started up a dance team recently last year.
Besides that, we also have other clubs. For example, we have salsa. We have our running team, which we started last year, but we have continued this year. We have our softball team, and we are planning to implement much more clubs. In addition to the programs we have, we're also offering early childhood education, which is when they teach us about all the different kinds of educations that are given to children of small ages.
For electives, we have a large amount of competition classes. Some of those are our legal studies program where we compete in 4 competitions. We also have a STEM program where they compete in a bottle rocketry competition. We also have the chess program, who recently went to a competition and won 2nd. We also have the dance team who also competes.
We recently this year started a culinary program.
Is it correct that so the culinary program is new, because we were talking a little bit before the meeting, and you guys can start shooting. You guys, or I know the teacher's looking for a lot of culinaries, because they're opening a new program like a kitchen, so they could use like kitchen things for the program. It's a program that kitchen football. Oh, and pass the mic. Whenever we talk, we need to use the mic because this is live and it's not the people watching. The town has to live stream all of the meetings.
Yeah, so don't get nervous.
Thank you, guys. So anyways, we'll definitely take a note of that. That's definitely something that, we can talk about at our meeting to see if we can support the new culinary program. I know the teacher's looking for all types of supplies, so we'll definitely bring that up. And that's something great to share. Yeah. Which one? Okay, STEM program. Anything in specific for STEM program? Oh, wow. Okay. Got it. Baking, so things like that. Like experiment supplies for science. So you're saying the teacher buys the own things with his money out of his own pocket. Got it. Yeah, we'll definitely take a note of that. Thank you, guys. So culinary supplies, STEM supplies. Okay, thank you for sharing. That's really helpful for us to know. So now we'll start with the high schools. We can start with Barbara Goldman.
Good afternoon. So here at Goldman, we offer a lot of AP classes. Myself, I've taken 17, so there's a large variety at Goldman here. And as of clubs, we have over 60 clubs. There's a bunch of, it ranges from salsa club to medical leaders to something as fun as Lego club. So anything you're interested in, we have at Goldman.
We're still open to any other clubs you'd like. Yeah, we just have a lot of variety. In terms of sports, we have a bunch of sports as well. We have the main ones like football, soccer, basketball, and then we go into swimming, water polo, badminton, and tennis. So there's like little sports like that, which a lot of people are not in, but we do encourage a lot of students to join, and there's a lot of variety in sports as well. And then Mia's gonna talk about our magnets.
In terms of magnets, we have 8 different programs ranging from forensic science all the way to law enforcement. And in terms of things that we would like to discuss in order to provide for our school, we would like to expand upon the medical aspect, perhaps, and maybe some more funding for those, especially with other clubs besides just the forensic magnet. We also have, like Mengi said, the medical leaders of tomorrow and many other clubs surrounding the medical world. And so definitely expanding upon that is definitely a subject and our goal in this year.
To add on to what I previously said, with the clubs, there's a lot of opportunities to gain community service hours. I've maxed out within 2 years, my sophomore and junior year, I've maxed out my community service hours. So there's a lot of opportunity with that in our clubs. With Key Club, they offer a good amount of hours, but even the clubs, just like if you're interested in robotics, I did robotics my freshman and sophomore year. And with that, I easily got like 200 hours. We went to competitions. I started my own club, SECME, and we went to competition. Yeah, last year's my first year, so we didn't win anything, but I'm trying to piggyback off of last year and kind of expand it and make it better this year. But yeah, you can gain a lot of hours with any of the clubs. They give a lot of opportunities, so that's not a problem at our school.
Great. So we definitely made a note of the medical program, and we'll bring that up to see if there's anybody in our committee who knows how we can help with that, or if there's anything the town can do. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Roberto Carmona, Secretary for the SGF Highland Miami Lakes Senior High School, and I'm here accompanied by...
Hi, everyone. My name is Jasmine Martinez. I'm the president of National Honor Society, Environmental Science Club, and Justice Society.
And first of all, before going straight into the report about what HML offers and what's the standpoint of HML right now in the Miami Lakes Educational Committee, I would just like to thank the Miami Lakes Educational Advisory Board for giving us the opportunity to Miami Lakes schools in general to have this platform and share the current status and report to fellow Miami Lakes schools specific things that are taking place at that school at the moment. So I will share with you guys what HML has to offer academically. We do offer a lot of AP classes, an approximate of 15 AP classes from a diverse array of subjects ranging from science to history. We offer the 3 levels of history: AP Push, AP World History, AP European History, as well as AP Spanish Language, AP Spanish Literature, AP Calculus AB, AP Calculus BC, and a lot more, which I will not enumerate. We do also offer a wide array of dual enrollment courses, both with Miami-Dade College and FIU. We actually are the only school in Miami-Dade County that offers a math dual enrollment class with FIU, which is dual enrollment intro to statistics. And we also have a program which allows students to take dual enrollment classes with very prestigious universities across the United States, such as, for example, it's the Equity Lab. We had a dual enrollment class offered by Georgetown University and another class offered by Cornell University. And this year, we're offering a personal finance class offered by University of Pennsylvania. In regards to extracurricular activities and the clubs that the school offers, we do have a lot of community service oriented clubs, such as National Honor Society, which is one of the most active clubs in the school right now, and we're currently organizing and taking leadership on the local pumpkin patch. I know you guys are familiar with it. HML NHS is actually the club that runs alongside the church the pumpkin patch, and we essentially are the ones in charge of making the financial transactions when you're entering the pumpkin patch and when you're buying a pumpkin, etc. We also have Science National Honor Society, which I'm president of, and we do have Spanish Honor Society and Key Club, which last week hosted its first meeting and had a turnout of amongst 80 members, which is really good considering that it hadn't been really active in the past couple of years. And yeah, I'm now going to pass it on to Jasmine, who will talk to you guys about athletics and other important stuff that's taking place right now at Trojan Country.
So to add on to what Roberto said, we offer 3 different magnets at our school. We have the law magnet, we have digital design and media, and we have iPrep. So with the law magnet, you're able to participate in a club called Justice Society, and I'm the president of Justice Society. One of the initiatives that we have this year is starting up a school pantry at our school, which is similar to what you had talked about earlier. So that's one of the things that we would definitely love some support from the board. We're trying to start up the school pantry. We're currently in the process of speaking to admin about it and getting it approved so that we can begin the whole process of buying things and making everything offered for students. What a school pantry is, for those that don't know, it's a place where students that need things are able to go. So for example, we'd be giving students water bottles. We'd be giving them menstrual products if they need, canned food, energy bars, things like that, things that are a necessity to live or things that should be offered at schools. For example, we would also offer binders or paper, materials that students need and maybe their parents aren't able to buy for them. Also, this year, through National Honor Society, we're going to Washington, D.C. We're participating in the LEAD conference, and it's a great opportunity. We're taking 9 students up there, and it's a great initiative that we're doing this year. It's going to be the first year that we're participating in something like this through National Honor Society. We also have the Environmental Science Club. Through the Environmental Science Club, we do different activities throughout the year. Oh, yes, I'll talk about that now. We do different activities throughout the year. We do school cleanups. We're having a cleanup in Key Biscayne 2 weeks from now. We're doing it through an organization. So there's a lot of things that HML offers. Another great thing that we were able to participate in is a foreign exchange program. I believe it was last week on Friday. Last week on Friday, we had a group of German students come to Hialeah, Miami Lakes, and a select group of students, they basically had the Germans shadow them in all of their classes, and we were able to take them through a regular high school. We were able to give them a regular high school experience, and it was really cool getting to speak to them and talk to them about the differences in the school system here in the United States as opposed to in Germany. So it was amazing. It really opened our eyes to truly how different things are in other countries. To add on to what Roberto said about me talking about athletics, we offer about 13 sports at our school. We're currently in the process of the fall sports. So HML has amazing things. Roberto is going to talk to you a bit more about the MUN program.
Okay, I'll wrap this up so the fellow school has time to speak. One program that's very successful at HML is the law program, and specifically the MUN program. This year, we plan to expand the amount of conferences we attend to. Last year, we attended 6 conferences, and by ranking, we're currently the #1 Mother UN delegation in Miami-Dade County, as we were able to place for 2 consecutive years in a row the Best Delegation Award at Miami-Dade MUN, which is the conference that brings together all schools in Miami-Dade County. This year, we plan to attend NIMUN, which is the North American Invitational Mother UN Conference that takes place at Georgetown, Washington, D.C. And yeah, it's just an insight in what Model UN HML does and how we plan to expand the program on several years. And we also host our very own conference, Trojan Month, directed to middle schoolers. Last year, we had over 100 middle schoolers. I know some attendees from the middle school side attended last year's Trojan Month, and I hope you guys really enjoyed the conference. This year, we plan to expand the conference itself and bring opportunity to more middle schools around the area. And yeah.
And thank you, Jasmine and Roberto. So I definitely took note of the pantry. That is something that we can discuss at our next committee meeting to see if there's anything that can be done for us to support HML there. So now we'll go to Miami Lakes Education Center.
Hi guys, I'm Elizabeth. I'm the SJ president at Miami Lakes Educational Center. And Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So I'm Elizabeth Gonzalez. I'm the SJ president at Miami Lakes. And currently at our school, October is a really busy month for us. We are just at our United Way fundraising. We're on day 4 and we've raised $600. Tomorrow we have tacos. So we'll be giving out tacos during lunch. We've done a variety of other things as well. Our academics at our school, we've had new electives that are ACE, such as we've had ACE Thinking Skills, which is a new course offered at our school this year. Starting next week, we will have our magnet articulations, where we have middle schools come to our school to see what we're able to offer all of them when they come to high school. So they'll just go to our school and tour and learn more about what we have to offer them. Since it's college month, we've had several visits from colleges such as FAMU. Today, Cornell came. We also have had Carnegie Mellon. We'll be having Vanderbilt coming and visiting to talk to our juniors and seniors about applying to college, what these schools offer, just so that our students are able to recognize schools around the state and out of state. College fair will take place tomorrow for our juniors to see a variety of colleges in Florida, to just learn everything about and what to start thinking of when they're applying to college, and their aims for SAT, ACT, and how to make their application look better. Additionally, we have a very busy week coming up next week, as it is our Spirit Week and Homecoming. So our theme of school, we try to put a theme each year to connect with students and bring a sense of spirit. So our theme this year is racing. So for our homecoming, we have tied it to Rory, which is our mascot, Epic's track. So it's basically going to be based on all of the different realms of Mario Kart. And so for Spirit Week, we want to kind of tie a character into each day, such as Monday, we have Toad's Tacky Taurus. And then on Tuesday, we have Peach is Kid Enough, so to connect with the Barbie movie. And so that is something that's going to be going on all of next week. And we will also have our pep rally, which will be on Wednesday, and basketball jam. And start talking about colleges. We also have 4 Posse finalists at our school that are currently seniors. So we are rooting for them. Hopefully they get accepted into Posse. And now I'll give it to Kyle.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kyle Perez, the sophomore class president at Miami Lakes Educational Center. And one of the most important things that we do here is trying to build a community in our school. And without sports, we have quarterly jams where, everybody can come together. And we have things like volleyball jam, soccer jam. And right now, next week in Hoko Week, like she said, we have basketball jam on the 12th. And this is basically a way where students without sports at our school can, play basketball. And if not, you can, root for your team of your class and essentially, interact with each other. And on top of this, every other Friday, we host something called Jaguars in the Garden. And this is basically where we have a DJ outside. We have different activities where, especially the underclassmen, because, as freshmen are incoming to the school, they don't really know what's going on. This is something where, they're able to interact with each other and make friends, because that's like one of the biggest things that we try doing here. And then we also offer a variety of clubs. We have the new culinary club. They are, attempting to have several competitions already in their first year. We have JSA, who already has a set competition to go out of state this year. And then so far already, SGA, NHS, and Key Club are working together to do a school supply drive and a diaper drive under the DSGA, which is already taking place soon. And then now I'm going to pass it on to Melissa Cuervo.
Good afternoon. My name is Melissa Cuervo, and I am the sophomore vice president of Miami Lakes Educational Center. And in addition to HOCO Week and our quarterly jams, we are also doing a lot of activities for Hispanic Heritage Month. So our Hispanic Heritage Club is running multiple activities. This week is our Access Pass week in which we have a lot of activities. Just the other day was Jersey Day, so you got to wear your favorite jersey from your favorite team. Today we gave out paletas, which is like ice cream. And 2 weeks ago, we also had Jaguettes Quince. So it was this big out turnout in the middle of lunch where our Flow Latino Club, which is our salsa club, performed with our Jaguar's sister. And it was this big turnout where everyone came and just had a lot of fun, and they had a lot of food. And also, in addition to our taco organization that we're doing for United Way, we also have Taco Tuesday for the Access Pass next week.
Right. So he's a tech expert. So, all right. So ladies and gentlemen, it's really impressive. It's really nice to have you all here. I know Maritz mentioned earlier that I am the chair of the Education Advisory Board. So I just wanted to leave some things on the board, to put some things on the table, right? So he said that we meet quarterly with principals, and we do. And part of the deal is we're trying to make it biannual, right? Twice a year. I know principals love to meet with us, but we meet at 6 o'clock in the evening. I know they want to go home too. And they're always going to come in and say how wonderful the programs are at your schools, and how you had 100% graduation, and you guys are #1 in magnet, and how Goldman has grown to, so all these things we hear every 3 months. And in our board, we've always said we have teachers, we have a principal in our board, we have somebody who runs a nonprofit who actually is an expert in food pantries, right? What we were missing is the student input. And that's why as a board, we wanted to bring a student advisor to the board. And we published it. Actually, Maritz was selected to be our student advisor. And his role is to communicate with you all at some point. Now, when I say you all, it's because your schools have identified you as being their leaders, right? Student leaders who could speak for the student body. So Maritz at some point is going to be communicating with you. I'm assuming, I don't know if it's going to be on a monthly basis, by month. That's up to him. It's his job to come back to us and bring us a report. Now, it's great that you tell us all the things you love. We would also want to hear the things that maybe are not going right that we could try to address. There are some things we may be able to do. I cannot promise you we'll be able to do everything. We all have limited funds, right? But I will assure you this. So as the president of the Goldman Booster Club, I will make sure I have that conversation with Goldman about your issues. As the social worker at Miami Lakes Middle, I know about that culinary program, and we'll have a discussion with some people in the community about it. And definitely the pantry, we can work on the pantry. I think nobody else mentioned anything that they need. We do have our student from Matter Lakes, right? And she's trying to create something community-wide. And the only reason why I say this is because I think this is a great opportunity for you all to work with each other, right? If you need a pantry, maybe the middle school, the K-8s can help you, do a food drive, one of the classes to get it. Right. Exactly. We'll come up with something. We'll come up with something to try to coordinate. But like in her case, she's trying to create supplies to give to those needy, right? Whether it's to Cuba, to Miami Gardens, Hialeah Gardens. I think there's something maybe key clubs or some of the clubs at your schools can collaborate. I know Bob Graham is very active in doing that shoe drive, or they used to do it. I don't know if they're still doing. They're doing. So it's all about coming together, working with each other, making our schools better. Because at the end of the day, you guys are pillars in the community, right? The schools, that's a beautiful thing about this town. We have wonderful schools. So we need to work, we need to collaborate. And like I said, my hope out of this meeting, if anything, is that you guys can connect with Maritz. I mean, we're not going to be bringing you every month. And we definitely could not have a meeting with, 20 kids in the room. But be honest with him, be open with him. What's working, what's not working. Because even if we can not do it ourselves, I'm sure we can make some phone calls and try to see how we can remedy the situation. So with that, I don't know if you want to say anything about.
Just to echo what Hector said, be honest with Maritz. Tell us what you do like and what you don't like, from classes to your lunch. Anything that you want to discuss, make sure you're just honest with us. We want to make your experience in school the best experience you have. You all are a pillar of the community. Every child in the school is someone special. So we want to make it special for everyone and make sure that the priority is learning, and at the same time that you're having a good time that you go to school. So any concerns that you have, please make sure you let Maritz know. And thank you for coming.
Thank you, Hector. Thank you, Mario. Definitely very well said. So we're just about to wrap up. Thank you all for sharing everything that you guys did. And if there's ever any concerns that I can help you with, there's a paper going around now where you can put your phone number down. If you have one, I don't know, maybe some of the younger students don't, but that's okay. We'll find a way to keep in touch. And I'll be reaching out periodically just to get some updates if there's anything going well, anything not going well that we can do, any new programs, any events that you guys have, community events. The town definitely wants to be made aware, not only to our board, but all of these board members were appointed by someone up there, one of our council members or the mayor. So they can always share that information with our mayor, with the council members who have access to funding, to different projects, things like that. So when it comes to communication, definitely please put your phone number on the list. I'll be using that for communication, and then we'll probably meet again, sometime in the middle or the end of the year, but definitely within the next month or something. You should get a text from me, just, checking in if everything's okay before our meeting, so I could bring that back to our committee. Then I'm looking at the agenda concerns. Hector already kind of, went over that. Any concerns that you guys have, like we said, we do meet with your principals and we always ask them questions. Not only are your principals there, but your principals' bosses are also there with the region. So it's a good meeting to discuss any concerns that you guys have that are going on, or, and we all brainstorm. The principals get together with us and we discuss different things like, oh, you have this many classes and you guys have this. How do you guys do it? Like, we're very open with the principals while they're there. So any concerns or anything that you guys have going on at your schools, please feel free to share them with me, so that I can relay it to the board, and then we can speak about it with our principals at the meeting. And then lastly, any ideas, if there's anything that you guys, want to start, but you're not sure how, and you think, oh, maybe Maritz or the education committee of the town can help, please reach out, whether that be school supply drives, any drives, events. We're here to try our best to use our resources to assist. So with that, I'm going to adjourn unless anybody else has anything to say. I did want to make this meeting kind of cool. So that's why we did it in the chambers instead of in the conference room, because it's the council chambers. But I also booked a really quick tour of the mayor's office. So anybody interested in that, it's going to be like 5 minutes. We'll go up there right now so you guys can see kind of what the mayor's office looks like. And then we'll take a group picture now. Here, there's plenty of food, I think. There's still pizza left. Parents, thank you for coming and waiting. Feel free to have a slice if there's any left. And with that, any other last comments from any of our schools?